guys, welcome back to Johnny Brento's Juju for another quick update. I wanted to say a special thanks to those of you who reached out and sent your regards and cards, and some of you bought us dinner and stuff a couple of nights when we first got back from the hospital with Nancy. So it was really touching. Thank you very much. We really do appreciate your support as always. I wanted to give you a quick update on Nancy, and then I'll move on to MVP stuff. We had the follow-up visit today with her doctor at the burn center, and fortunately it looks like she's going to be able to heal on her own without the skin grafts. That's the long and the short of it. If everything goes as planned, he told her we'd been doing everything right with regards to keeping everything sterile, and she's healing really well. So fingers crossed. Hopefully there'll be no skin grafts, and she's really up about that. So as you can imagine, that's really great news for us. As a result, of course, I didn't have a ton of time to work on Metatron or anything else. I did get to do a little bit of work on the Necronomicon with Todd A. Britt down at the dungeon, and unfortunately, what I got done was I got the outer book cover constructed, really nailed down some of the concept for how I want to do it, so that it looks different from the Sam Raimi version of the Necronomicon that everyone's super familiar with from Army of Darkness. It seems like everyone wants to use that same design with the human face, and we're going to go a different direction. I don't want to spoil it because I think it's going to be pretty dynamic. It's got some neat features and some moving parts that we're designing. Unfortunately, when I built the binder, though, the cardboard I used, I guess I didn't make it thick enough, and we used masked latex to start covering it with the flesh, and it actually caused it to draw up quite a bit. So I'm going to have to just see if we can reinforce that with some sort of veneer to hold it, rigid like a book. I don't know how that's going to go until I get down there and put my hands on it and just see if we can make it work. Really haven't done anything else on Metatron Files apart from that. Did get a feedback from our concept artist who's doing concept art for some of the characters. That's David North, of course. And unfortunately, he's been sick, so there hasn't been any real movement as of yet on any of the concept art. Of course, I will share it with you as soon as I have any to share. So that's really about all I had to update you guys on for Metatron Files. And again, sorry it's such a small update, but things are moving slowly, just not as fast as I'd like, but they are actually moving. Of course, Nevermore comes up this weekend, and sadly, once again, I will not be able to go. I had planned to go and support our buddy Robert Fillion and his film Dummy. I swear I'm not boycotting Nevermore because they failed to accept in my film Indigo Child, which of course I'm sure if I were there I would see at least one film that I felt wasn't as good as Indigo, and it would be Dummy by Robert W. Fillion. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I really wanted to go out and support those, and sorry I can't do that again. And I was even going to try to just slip off for part of the day on Saturday to go up with Strebo and catch out the short film block, but even that's not going to be possible because Nancy is just not independent enough yet for me to just take off for that long, and family's got to come first. In other news, I'm doing some work as a musician, commercial work, so that will be there'll be more about that, not so much related to Metatron, but on my personal site or my personal channel, whatnot. I'll be making my first public appearance in that role at a bar in Concord. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of it. On March 3rd, I believe. But more information about that as it comes. Of course, big news with Ghost, Mad Monster Party, Con Carolinas, but some of that I can't really talk about, so I'm not going to really mention too much other than just to say there's big news coming for all of our film projects, Tales from Mutantville and Ghost, and as relates to the two big cons coming to Charlotte this summer. So stay tuned to your source for independent horror news and awesomeness, Mutantville.com, and you will be reading about that shortly. Films that I've checked out recently that you guys definitely need to. The Gray, starring Liam Neeson. Tremendous film. Probably the best performance I've ever seen him give. And then Chronicle. What a freaking amazing movie. You guys have to see these. Go out, look up the trailers, and check them out while they're still in theaters because they're mind-blowing. I did see The Woman in Black. I liked it okay. Didn't exactly blow my hair back. Wasn't terribly scary, but it was serviceable, and I don't regret the money that I spent to see it in a theater. It was a good film. Um, that's about it for now. We'll be sharing more updates in the future. Hopefully, we'll get back to our produced updates for Metatron File and really share some of the how-to for the behind-the-scenes making of the props. I plan to work on one of the main props, which is something made in metal, which will be a little more interesting than watching me cut cardboard and that sort of thing. But again, sorry for the Johnny Brento on the road style update, but that's just the way it's got to be this week. I'm doing this the night before publishing, so unfortunately that's just the way of it when I don't have time to be at my desk, and that's all related to Nancy's injury. So we'll be back to the status quo very, very soon. Thanks for your support, my friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week on another Johnny Brento's Juju.
You're watching Mutant TV.